next in the builder category, Peter Williamson. With all that he accomplished, it is difficult to believe that Peter Williamson was active in coaching for less than 10 years. But in that limited amount of time, Peter touched scores of people involved in sport. From athletes to administrators to fellow coaches, all were better because of the time they spent with Peter, who passed away July 7th of 1991 at the age of 44. Between 1983 and 91, Peter coached cycling, speed skating, short track speed skating, and roller speed skating. While his first love was his wife Lori and his children Chris, Tyler, Reese, and Elizabeth, he was committed to the success of the many athletes he coached. He was more than their coach, he was their friend. Before going into coaching, Peter was a champion speed skater both in Los Angeles, where he went to high school, and in his native Winnipeg. He was a member of Canada's Olympic speed skating team at the 1968 Winter Olympics in Grenoble, France. He was also a skilled cyclist, competing on Canada's team pursuit squad at the 67 Pan Am Games. In 1968, Peter was named the first alternate on the cycling team for the Olympics in Mexico City. But it was in coaching that Peter Williamson really made his mark on the world. In 1983, he became part-time provincial coach and technical director for the Manitoba Speed Skating Association. At the same time, he served as the provincial cycling coach, a position he dropped in 1987 to concentrate on speed skating. During his time with the Manitoba Speed Skating Association, he worked to develop the sport throughout the province, from recruiting and training club coaches to developing and effective elite programming to improve the financial footing of the association. Peter was everywhere. Somehow he found time to work with Roller Sports Manitoba to get that sport getting off the ground in 1988. He coached the first Manitoba roller speed skating team. His athletes placed first and second in the men's event and first in the women's event at the World Team Trials. They went on to compete at the World Championships in Australia and in the Mexican Olympic Festival Games. Peter was then approached to become the national coach of the Canadian roller speed skating team, but he declined due to his commitments to speed skating in Manitoba. In 1985, Peter helped found the Coaches Association of Manitoba, serving as the organization's first president. In recognition for his contribution as a coach on the local, provincial, and national scene, the CAM named one of its Coach of the Year awards after Peter in 1992. He also helped organize the first snowman triathlon, an event combining cross-country skiing, running, and skating. As well, he initiated and proposed the Cobblestone Classic, realizing his dream of bringing an international caliber cycling race to the streets of Winnipeg in 1985. The Classic is now part of a national race series attracting riders from all over North America. In 1989, the Canadian Amateur Speed Skating Association invited Peter to become its national technical director. It was an offer he couldn't refuse. Once in his new post, Peter set to work developing coaching manuals and working tirelessly for Canada's skaters, both in long track and short track. The Canadian women's short track relay team dedicated their gold medal that they won at the 1992 Winter Olympics to Peter to honor his dedication, expertise, wisdom, and encouragement that were the major factors in their achievement. Peter Williamson also received the Manitoba Order of Sports Excellence. And tonight we proudly recognize his induction into the Sports Hall of Fame.